I also ordered and took delivery on 24 suitcase weights for the tractor. Now, while I can only hang either 6 or 12 on the front of the tractor, the loader's off. My main thought when I purchased these, they are 70 pounds a piece and 24 of them, so 14 or 1500 pounds with iron. My main thought when I bought these was I am going to make some sort of a quick hitch style counterweight that I can put on the back of the tractor. Very compact, up close to the back of the tractor. But it would allow me to put enough weight on the rear of the tractor that I could then use the loader in a confined space like a barn or other building, a barn or other confined space, and not have very much stick out on the rear. It was basically concessions to be able to use this thing inside of a building with no rear attachment and no real rear overhang. It should make it quite maneuverable. And so I went ahead and ordered them and put them on the loan so that I have them when I do get around to making that assembly. Here is the 72-inch bucket I ordered with the package. This is not the standard bucket that comes with the loader. The loader basically includes a bucket, 72-inch basic bucket, but you can line item not delete that for cost savings. Since I was converting the loader to a skid steer type mount anyway, what I then chose to do was to delete the bucket from the base loader and order this 72-inch heavy duty dirt bucket as a separate line item. It has a replaceable front edge on it. It's pretty heavily made. As you can see, it's been used quite a little bit. But the only thing I need to do is add some hooks to it so that I can hang a chain from it and use it for some light lifting. But basically a Worksite Pro 72-inch with a removable front edge. I could add teeth to that if I wanted to, or there's enough wear and tear on it, just change the front edge out. So here we have a snow blade. This is a John Deere Worksite Pro BL 8B. It's made to be a snow blade. It's not really a dirt blade. It mounts on a skid steer adapter. So basically it will go right on the loader the tractor has. I optioned it up fully with the extension on top and all the other options. I do apologize for everything kind of stacked on top of it, but being it is August, it's just sitting right now. It's kind of a heavy unit. It's kind of probably a pretty good load for the front of that tractor, but it does seem to do the job, and it would be good for clearing straightaways and roads and stuff where the snowblower would just be too snow. You just angle this thing and take off running. So one of them things that's just going to be kind of handy when you got it and when you need it, and otherwise it can just sit and not really depreciate too badly. So here we have my 80-inch snowblower. It's branded and sold as a Frontier, the Frontier SP 1280. However, it really is actually a Provenost model, well optioned, imported from Canada. Provenost has been in business for quite a while, and they have a pretty good reputation, I'm told. So it's 80 inches wide, 3-point mounted. It has a full hydraulic snout on it. It seems to be pretty well made. I do have an issue with the chain tensioner on it. We'll deal with that before the winter comes back. Unfortunately, we have very little snow, and so far I've only been able to use it once, and I really didn't need to use it then. I just was more or less playing with it. It mounts on a 3-point there, as you can see. PTO driven. Seems to be a pretty nice unit. Here we have a 8-foot mower. This is a John Deere MX8 semi-mounted with side shift. It's a 2-spindle mower, meaning there is 2 vertical shafts with blades suspended on each side. The thinking behind that when I purchased it was that it just makes it ideal to pick the grass up that has just been run over by the tractor for a fairly clean cut. It also is about the largest size that the tractor I own will work with. It's the largest thing that John Deere will recommend or say can be used on the tractor. As you can see, it's a fairly well made unit, pretty beefy looking gearbox there, and I do like the side shift. The side shift works fairly well. You can side shift about a foot to either side using hydraulics, so you can hang it out one side and work up against stuff, or if you get up too close to something, you can bump it back away from it and then keep going. It has a hydraulic lift rear assembly, which you basically set the collars to your working height, and then you can pick it up to maneuver. And of course, the 3-point sets the front height. It's not a super heavy-duty job. They rate it for 1.5 inch brush, but for what I intend to do with the thing, mowing pasture type applications and very small trees and weeds or whatever, it will be fine. Here we have the Horschler DB6 scraper. It's a 6-foot wide, 1.5 yard dirt scraper. It's designed for compact tractors. It hooks up with the 3-point hitch there using the lower 2 links. It has an apron assembly option on it, and it is basically fully equipped for as it can be bought. You can see it appears to be pretty well made and good weld quality on it. It has some fairly large beefy tires on the rear that do a nice job of keeping it up in the mud. I'm well pleased with this unit. I probably put about 20 hours on it this spring, and it does most everything it needs to do. The only issue I've had of it so far is as built, it came equipped with 2 frost bits, what they called frost bits on the front, and I managed to break one of them off. See, there's the one that's still attached, and there's supposed to be one there, but it's long gone. So anyway, that is my Horschler DB6 dirt mover. This here is the newest piece of equipment I have purchased. I actually traded in a 3-point box blade for this drawn type unit. I decided that the drawn unit would be more appropriate for my needs. It is a Notch manufacturing 8-foot small unit. It's rated about 1.5 yard capacity. It's only about 20 inches high, but for the application it will be just fine. As you can see, it does have the hydraulic lift and tilt there on the rear, and I have plans or intentions to modify this unit. The tongue is a removable type. To modify this unit to put a gooseneck style of sorts hitch on it and use it behind the earlier Horschler DB6. The idea being you can pick up and dig and transport dirt with the Horschler, and then use this Notch unit towed behind the Horschler in a train consisting of the tractor, the Horschler, and the Notch, to then spread the dirt and level it as needed. It should be a fairly nice rig once it is complete.